Alright, I think it's all working now. Yes, I have my little volume control things. So that should all be working. Which is good, it means you can get started. Alright, so first of all, some updates. Done a bit of work here by the log flume with some kind of just some flowers. This is the kind of vibe I'm going for in this gardens area. Put some reeds in. I whacked a couple of these, what are they? Alpine trees things. So just look kind of nice, just kind of poking up there. And yes, you've got all the reeds. I've also been working on the log sides of the log flume. So 500 pieces. I think over half of it's done now, so should be less than 1,000 to do the whole thing. But I'm very happy with how it's looking. I've started doing the queue fencing for the car ride, as you can see just here. It'll probably be the same queue fencing for all the other rides. What else have we got? Done some slight queue modifications to this ride here. Let's have a quick zoom around the park. Nope, there's nothing different around here. The only thing I can really think of that's changed a lot is the wing coaster now has a little bit more to it. I can't actually remember. I'm gonna have to go back and check, but I don't remember like whereabouts I was with this wing coaster. I'm pretty sure I had the drop done. Let me have a little look. Right, okay, so I was working on the wing coaster. I put in this element here. And I started doing some supports. So, new stuff. I've added in this overbank turn. I have no idea what's going to happen next, but it's going to be here. I've also got the inline twist. I've actually flipped it. Still, it should hopefully be better. I've also put in all the supports, as well as all the ones for here. I was trying to do some custom connectors, like these, on the overbank, so it looked like it was properly connected to it, but it was an absolute nightmare. So I've literally just done that method. And the supports themselves do look a little odd. That's because the train passes really close to them. So that was really the best I could do. You see there's like another one here. And it's all fine. It's clearing this track. Although this one I'm not 100% sure about. I may have to make a very small modification here. I think it's fine though. Yeah, I can't remember if it is fine, but tell you what, let's go for a couple of rides on it so you can see what it's currently looking like. And I'll speed up the lift hills, otherwise it'll take forever. Alright, enjoy the left seat. Yeah, you kind of go flying off the end for now, so it's not very safe, but why didn't you use one of those Heartline roll pieces for the end part? I'll tell you after we ride on this. So yes, so why don't I not use the Heartline roll? Let me build off the end of this to show you. Just kind of do. Right, so let's just bring it up here. So the Heartline roll, where is it? Looks like that. And that is not what it looks like on the Swarm. The other options on Planet Coaster are the inline roll, which is what I've used. There's also the inline twist, but this is definitely not what you find on wing coasters, so I've gone for the inline roll. You'll notice this looks a lot more like what the Swarm does, and if I just use some trims or something to slow this down a bit, I can show you what it looks like when you go on it. Can I kind of just auto-complete it? See, I know exactly what speed I want riders to be going through this element at. So I'll make all that. Right. Let's pop it in test mode. So I'll speed up to the inline twist. Right, ignore this part. As you can see, that is kind of how it does it on the Swarm. I'm not quite sure how fast it went through that. Yet way too fast. So I need to add another bit of trim brakes just there. We'll do it on the left side this time. Oh, not that. The Heartline roll is a corkscrew. Yeah, the elements work very differently on wing coasters. I think on the Swarm, the element after the turn that you do after the overbank is a corkscrew on a wing coaster. They have to be a lot more drawn out. So there you go. That's the thing. Quickly show you what's a wing coaster corkscrew looks like. Not a Cobra roll. There. It's obviously rather large. And if I hit the Heartline roll, you can see smaller, but because of the profiling with it being wing coaster, it looks like a corkscrew. Okay, let's stop that from going around and crashing all the time. I don't think you saw it in the intro, but I've been doing some work around the log flume around here. And yeah, this is kind of what I want to be doing around the area. Some nice trees, this like multicolored flowers, all of that stuff. I've also added a bit more queue line to the wing coaster. I realised there's this whole bit of area that definitely wouldn't be used for the ride. So yeah, that's in there now. So there's a bit more queue line. It would probably be some sort of extension that they could easily just cut off here. But it has some terrain changes. It kind of goes up on a hill, which I think is kind of cool. I can probably do something with that. But yeah, it's got quite a long queue line. You go around here, over the bridge, around this way, through a bunch of different cattle pens, up to the top of the hill, through there, all the way through here. Then you come here where it splits. Either you go through that, or you go across the bridge into the station. Yeah, and I need to do an update on the themed lands. Here we've got the spooky area, which obviously has the other side and the other end of the Sky Ride, which is pretty much straight across the park. Nice, easy access to the invert, this area, and what am I saying? And the wing coaster. Got the Magic Twirl. We obviously have the wing coaster, and we've also got the dark ride. Moving on, this here's going to be a Viking area. Was going to do the adventure one, but then thought, you know what, let's make this Viking, because it should hopefully work nicely. And I haven't actually given that kind of theme a go, so I'm looking forward to trying that out. The adventure area will have the 2 coasters, big, probably a mini dive. I'm not sure. It might be like a thing where it goes really far underground, and then a spinning coaster. And then I'm thinking what I want to do is I want to have like a small kind of city street or 2, like maybe kind of small city that has the Giga as like the main attraction, and the queue line will kind of interact throughout the city with like bridges over the path and everything, and through the buildings. And finally, the RMC will be steampunk. So yeah, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more areas. Total there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 themed areas, and then Main Street. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really. I don't think I made any changes around here. This is me trying to remember what I've done recently. Oh yes, I did some work on this building here. Popped some theming on the sides, and also made this kind of the wooden decking. So that all works out nicely, and I also made a little edit to the end of this so it's a bit neater. Because yeah, right now it was a bit odd how it was all working. I think next, when it comes to the pirate area, I want to try and focus on this building. I've got no idea what it's going to look like, but I'm going to have to do it at some point. As well as at the station building. This I'm probably going to put very minor theming on, just because you can kind of see it from the second launch. This of course will need some theming, but apart from that, the whole main part of the pirate area is definitely coming together. And the ride area really is like, it's all going to be this kind of style, obviously without the abandoned log flume bits, but it'll be a lot of that, with a castle here and lots of kind of huts, which are, if I can find them, these pieces. I also wanted to show, first of all, the support's now a lot more realistic with where the flanges are. It's not kind of a bit sporadic. I went through and made it more realistic. What I wanted to show was this helix. I'm not sure if I've shown this before, but there's now a cool water effect that kind of chases the train. Quite happy with that. Don't think I've done much around here. Oh yeah, I extended this kind of foliage around a bit. So, and I also finished off all the trims on the side with all the mulch. So that's now ready to kind of have detailing done to it and all of that stuff. Still need to put quite a bit of detailing on some of the buildings. In fact, I do need to cover up the rest of that, like so. I think the rest of it is pretty much covered up. I was considering making a really this building here, just moving it ever so slightly. I also finished with all of that. Now I'm considering moving this building ever so slightly just to actually intersect it here. And yeah, all of this is done. No idea how I want to do the queue lines for any of this, but yeah, I kind of started work with some of the trees and foliage around here. And so yeah, Outpost 5 is coming along pretty nicely. Wonder what's the park total piece count at right now. That encompasses everything park related, so let's give it a quick look. 33,000 pieces. Cool. Right, what should we work on then? Tell you what, I'm just going to do some more of the fence work here. And then I think I'm finally going to go in and start finishing off Storm Valley, because that's areas, but was the first one I ever added to the park. It's been under construction for a very long time. I think it's finally time to finish off the theming of the runaway train and its queue line and open the ride. I have done that the right way around, yes. Alright. Lovely. Put it there. Going to spin around here. Nice. Good. The fence here is really starting to come along. Bit like the log flume stuff. I'm just going to do a little bit every now and then. So I've just kind of extended that now. And yeah, I really like the look. I'm definitely going to repeat it for the other queue lines in the area. Oh my word, somebody's riding the big wheel. Drop everything. Somebody's actually going on the big wheel. This is unheard of. Wow. Well, I don't get this. They've boarded there and they've ended up in a carriage over here. I also need to check. Oh no. I need to hit any. Oh no. Really? Why has it done that? Right, that's any. So now it should have sit there for a really long time. Can we a quick look around? I really want to have like these kind of little water features around the park. Something I'm really going to aim to just have. Just these really nice little zen areas. Something like that. I don't know. Like this one here. If I find the Alpine Verge. Can I say, this is nothing like the icon it has. Anyway, as I did over by the log flume, just putting a few of these in around the water, around the reeds. For some reason, it just like really works. It's just kind of like that. I really like it. What do I want to work on next? There's this. Oh yes, finally sorting out the runaway train. So in terms of the queue line, this here is going to feel very like this, which is kind of western clutter, cacti, the creosote bushes, stuff like that kind of all around it. This here will have a bit of a similar vibe, maybe less clutter around the place, but something similar. Now the one themed section of the queue so far, if we can get past this autosave. Whoa, okay. Is the Wheelie Goods Saloon. This has got all the wheels on it, and I think I actually went through and made sure that they were all properly in the wall. Yeah, I did. I went through and I sorted all that out the other day. So that's all fine. And yeah, it's got the saloon doors. So that's all in there, and I like how it kind of sticks out the rocks back there. This here, I'm not sure. I might colour... What are they? Need rocks. I think somewhere in here you have like stalagmites and stalactites and whatever. But I think if I recolour them a kind of reddish... Not that kind of red. A bit like the rock colours. Like that. And then kind of hang them off the ceiling. I think it could look kind of cool. Let me do an example. There you go. So if I basically match the colours, I think that will look kind of cool. So that's the plan for there. Kind of like a cave. We're just going more western clutter. And here, I want to have like a few kind of mini house facades. Kind of like this. I mean, I could literally just take that. Oh, I can't take the roof with me. But I could quite literally take this, raise it up, think, oh yeah, I don't need like the back section of it. Maybe I need that. I don't think I'll really need a weather vane. But now, I literally just go in, raise it up to about there, and just drop it in here. Like, I think that's pretty cool. Obviously, I need to get rid of a few pieces that aren't adding to the detail at all. But now, got myself a cool little facade. Awesome. I can actually also go through and remove some of the queue line bits. I think. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so with that one, I can literally just copy and paste. I will move this storm lantern to be off to the side here. Should we also provide some light, which is pretty cool. Move that storm lantern up a little bit. There, I can have like a little window there. I can also lower rocks, like this big one. I'm going to move this out to be there instead. Yeah, look, on this side I can probably put a window in up there. And maybe a bit of something like this. Just here. Cool. Now I've got myself a little building in there. I've also just realised I can probably get rid of that piece, as well as the one that's up there. Is there not a piece up there? Oh no, it's gone. Nice. No, I'm going to leave that in there. Yeah, so the first thing I want to do is put loads of creosote bushes around. Just where I see gaps, like that. Like some of this round there. And already you can see it's starting to add to the atmosphere of the whole area. Not atmosphere, just kind of feel of it. I'm also going to go back and improve on what's already here. Adding some more exposed bits of the bush. So it's like, instead of hiding it all away, essentially. Oh, how's that happened? Oh, I forgot, like, half of this just randomly in scenery groups. Why is there a gap here? There we go. Got the water around there. It's like... Oh, I also need to work on the cave sections a little bit. I do have lamps kind of hanging around that I'm definitely going to do more of. Cool. Sorry if I don't speak much when I'm placing lots of like planting. Kind of get focused in figure out where I'm going to put everything. Yeah, you gotta remember that the main theme here is the idea of all the rocks. That's the part that's really kind of the main part of all of this, is all this rock work that I've done. But yeah, now you can start to see all the creosote bushes going in. Start to get a bit of vibe for the theme round here. Oh, I'm definitely going to have some more of these minecarts dotted around. And more crates. Cool. Oh, we've got the ride photo camera just there. Cool. Oh, there's all of this to do as well, and this whole mountain. There are a lot of creosote bushes to place. And could it be cool to have some sort of cowboy shootout going on here with them hiding behind different rocks or something? I don't know, you'd think you'd hardly see it on the ride. I mostly want the ride area just to be kind of wilderness that you're kind of just travelling through. Oh, I love the Planet Coaster music. Nice, definitely starting to come together a bit. There we go. Another thing that I'm probably just going to do a little bit every now and then. But yeah, this one will definitely take a little while before it's fully done. I do kind of want to have one of these sticking out the side here. You can kind of just about see there. And of course there's the big one up there. Tell you what, let's change the colours of this one to be a bit more interesting. Let's do some kind of yellow. Haha, cool. And yeah, there's also the water towers, of course. I'll probably have like one over here and one over there, but apart from that, I'm not planning on spamming a bunch of water towers. Yep, alright. Nice. Let's start with doing some work around here. Pop some cacti in. We'll also help with some of the theming around on this side. I was at Chessington the other day and did go on Rattlesnake, got some ideas from the queue line, how I'm going to work on how this is going to look, essentially. Didn't make a vlog. Not really. It was kind of there just to kind of go for a bit of a relaxing afternoon. Oh, this is going to be difficult to place. I think that'll be fine. Nope. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Other one around there. I think that's fine. Let me grab my creosote bush again. Where is it? Here it is. I'll just start popping some of these around. I can't put this everywhere because the path might get in the way of some of them. However, popping in a few here and there would be really good. Oh no, is that going to clip through? No. Brilliant. Where else? Around here probably needs a little bit of creosote bush. Around here as well. And probably down here at the base of the lift. Cool. The other stuff I've been using are these red ones, but just kind of quite sparingly, to be honest. Just kind of here and there. Like that, for example. Put one around there. Like that. Cool. And now it's just kind of the clutter. I'll pop Western into there. What was that in the nature tab? Medium dead bush. Yeah, it doesn't really go. What I was thinking about. So I just pop into the trees. It's like dead dry trees. I was like, could we have a few? Oh my god, that's way too big. I mean, like if I just kind of pop one in there, for example. But then really I kind of decided against it. I did try with them up there. It didn't quite work. Anyway, Western clutter. Let's have a little look. I was thinking about putting one of these in, but I decided against it. I mean, it's a bit ugly, isn't it? Oh yes, definitely some of these. I also just have horse, which looks really random, but also quite funny. Let's pop some of these around. So I've got loads of them around here, so I can't really whack too many in. But it's like it's just some clutter. That's really what I need to do here. I guess literally just like that. Yeah, already it sounds like a million times better in this queue line. I just put some more creosote bushes around. Around here. Just under there. Or maybe on top of the thing itself. Alright, cool. Tell you what, let's pop a cactus on the end there. Why not? What else have we got? There are these archways. And what I was thinking is about sinking them into the ground. And just kind of having those beams going across the top here. Yeah, you know what, I'm going to have a couple of those around there. Maybe another one actually. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. You can also see something you can see from here. In terms of nighttime lighting, now most of the area is lit up. But something I will do is whack a storm lantern on the side here. That lights that up. I whack another one there, that will light this up. I can also put one on the end here, maybe? And that helps light up the queue a bit. Also have them on these. Yeah, cool. And then I can put some more lanterns and stuff around. We'll work on the full nighttime lighting a bit later, but I think for now, definitely progressing with this. And it's 8:30. I was thinking, would it be possible to pop one of these on here? And then literally pop the luggage on top of it. I mean, have I done something similar? I've done that, which does look a tad similar. But it's like it's... Can you see it from here? Yeah, you can. Is there anything else I can put on? Oh, I can put this big old steamer trunk. Oh, I have to turn off the lines of surface, don't I? There we go. And let's do some recolouring. So let's make this... Oh no, that's not the colour I want. Like more of a wooden feel. Yeah, cool. And then I'll make this a really dark blue. Cool. I should probably put something in here. Let's have a look what we've got in the building tab. Wanted posters. There really isn't much. Most of it definitely comes from the scenery tab. I was thinking, could we have like a piano up here? But I think the thing is too big. Whoa, okay, that's too big. That's also too big. That also does not make any sense at all. The small is practically the same size as the large. And of course, I think this is literally the biggest scenery piece in the game. Is this big old paddle steamer? I just paddle off on the lake here. And what would it really do? It's all the logs, it's the rails, the locomotive. Ah, here we go. I think this will work fine around here. And I can have a person leaning up against here. Unfortunately, they don't have a foot. And they're in the mid, they're kind of being... They're on a storm lantern. Can I have this guy here? Oh, his hand is like in the ground. Why can't I do this? Yeah, that's kind of cool. What does this guy do? Oh, something boring. Probably have a couple things of dynamite. Like a shot one. And then maybe it's a bit of a storytelling. I can take the TNT plunger and pop it on the top here. Like that's linked to that or something. Bear wagon. I think I've used that here. I built this kind of cool set piece. Just finally singing along to all the music. Proper mine. Oh, I think I've got minecarts kind of strewed about everywhere. I've got one there, I've got one for the entrance thing over there. Yeah, why not? I'll whack another one here. I think the runaway train ride should probably have one. Yeah, cool. Minecart there. Wow, the queue really died down. Where else can I probably put a minecart? I'll probably have one up here actually. Yeah, cool, nice. Could have some of these kind of dotted around. What other kind of clutter have we got? There's these buffers. I mean, I've already got one over there, but I mean, I could probably just whack one here, right? Yeah, sure. Why not? Nope, there's a notice board. Ah, poster board. I think this could work pretty well. Was it just here, really? The other thing I can do is I can take some of these wanted posters. I can take the kind of have them affixed to here. Bit like that. Yeah, cool. Nice. What else have we got? Some banded animatronics. There's a horseshoe. It's quite large. Be interesting to use on the building of that. This I want to have somewhere on the ride. I want to have the large animatronics in use around the ride area a little bit. Ooh, I could have... Can I have like a pickaxe? Resting up against something? Maybe up against this hitching post? Let's give it a bit of a lean. If I just do that, it's kind of cool. Hello, actually. Yeah, nice. Cool. Also these kind of big crate box things. If I kind of go like that, you can never see what's inside of it, can you? Just lower that bush slightly, or move it out of the way. Yeah, cool. I'm quite happy with that. So that's now what I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of queue to do. I could say one of them is themed now. Question is, what's next? What have we done today? Did a bit of work on the queue fencing there. Bit of work with the creosote bushes around the ride area here. And working on the queue line. Storm Valley is probably, I'd say, 85% done now. Oh, I need to do... See, I'm not sure if I want to actually theme the front of this. I might just leave it as a very blank building. You know what, I will leave it as a very blank building. Let me just work on another thing that I'll just be chipping away slowly at. Which is the log flumes, log sides, I guess you could say. Right, so this part here is actually lower down. So I'll have to see how that affects it when we get back to the station. I think for now, hello. Cheeky log flume boat. I want to wrap this up in about 15 minutes or so. Actually, you know what? I did do some of this earlier, so it's not something I really want to do now. I'm going for 52 minutes. Been on the shorter side, but did a few bits around the park, which I'm quite happy with. I think in the next stream you can probably expect this to be done, along with some of the queue line fences. This is just stuff I do off camera. In the next stream we'll either probably work on continuing the pirate. Basically one of these three areas I'm basically going to pick and just do some work on, essentially. But the gardens... I could probably do it in about a week with about, if I do 5 streams, each of them like a couple of hours, I could probably finish the gardens, apart from the like station buildings and signage. But I could probably do most of it in about a week. But it's the question of the fact that it would be very repetitive, because the idea is it's literally just kind of planters and stuff. But I'm thinking like here we can have like cool kind of flower beds, and also kind of around the rides. Essentially the edge around places will look like that, but like in here I have like nice kind of flower beds and stuff. That's the idea. Anyway, I'm gonna find a nice thing to let's have a look at this be in the queue here, because I feel like I've done a bit of work to it. So yeah, you know what, let's go like this. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.